Welcome back, everyone. Our first interview for the day is author Lisa Ward, author of Empowered by Disadvantages, and we also have artists Kelz Tango and Kip Shu. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Well, yes, welcome. Very excited. We have the book. Now, Lisa, tell us about your book.
Empowered by Disadvantages came about because I'm a very spiritual person, and actually the subtitle, when your disadvantages is not your advantages, all your advantages, came to me in a dream. And I have dyslexia, sorry. And by me being dyslexic, I always was scared to write, even though people would say, oh, you have a gift to tell stories. So I wanted to do different stories of the people I've interviewed in my journey with different people we've dealt with in the entertainment business and kids that I've mentored, along with some of my personal stories, and give a story of showing the positivity in that negative moment that you might be feeling.
See, I love that, right? Because when you can take, some people might call it a flaw, right? When you can take a flaw and turn it into something positive that not just benefits you, but benefit others around you, that's a great thing, especially being dyslexic. So I get it, right? So let me tell you, and like with me, I know my strength is not writing, because I see things backwards, just like as you, right? But my thing is visual. That's the way I communicate. So my whole team will tell you, I will have them overlook this for me, tell me what you think, or can you help me write this, even at 45. So taking that flaw and making it into something that can benefit not just the community, this is where this book thrives. So I really appreciate you just having the willpower to write, to come up with this when everyone said you couldn't.
Yes, and even the courage to share with the world of your, I wouldn't call it a flaw. I wouldn't call it,
What would you call it?
I would call it maybe your superpower.
Okay.
I really would, because you've figured out another way. And there's nothing wrong with that. And now you've written a book that's inspiring, people can connect to, and you've given hope to others that may be fearful of sharing, what they're going through. And we don't like to call them disabilities, even that's what they're categorized as, because it's more than that.
We also talk about a part in there which I think y'all would like, especially the guys, about men who are not able to have children, a taboo type of conversation. The things that they go through mentally, and they don't have an outlet to talk about those things, because you're private men. Men are private. And it's be in a room with a bunch of women and talk about that's hard. So we talk about different topics like that as well.
Now what give me something out of the book that was a disadvantage that you overcame.
Writing it. Really the main thing was kind of coming up with the organization of what do you put in this book. God gave me this title, now what do I talk about? Dr. Tamika Wright, who is one of the people who lived here, she helped me organize it, but God forbid, she passed before I can finish the book. But she helped me organize it. And once you have the organization, then you just write from your heart. And I try to tell people, even songwriters and things like that, from my artists, that you write from your heart, anything's possible.
All right, so let's talk about these two guys here. Because I know him, right? And I just met him. What do they have? What roles do you guys play in this masterpiece?
Well, when Lisa approached me with the project, part of what we were asked to do was to, one, read the book.
Right.
Read the book so that you know, just where she's coming from, and you kind of you feel empowered by some of her disadvantages. What were her disadvantages? Because I always talk to her about that was
past tense.
Past tense. So in each chapter of the book, there was a song being written about each chapter of the book that which presents the soundtrack. So a chapter that I picked at the time was Pain. Which was very interesting because I had picked that chapter prior to my grandmother dying just on Valentine's Day. And then it just kind of came back in full circle, losing parents recently, a few years ago, and then losing my grandmother, like that, it kind of came right together. So it wasn't really hard. Well, to be honest, it was a little bit because you kind of are trying to internalize it and then trying to put that on paper. But just to see the courage, like you said, for her to come out and write a book like this, as an adult, where at a certain time you can kind of hide that and you don't have to be open with everybody about that.
Right.
Was inspiring to me about it. So that was kind of where what I took from it. I mean, also being a spiritual person and have a background in that, I just felt compelled to kind of be part of the project.
And you have an amazing backstory as well. Like he's an artist. He writes songs. Some of the people that you wrote for.
Oh man, I don't want to start calling names, but
They said it's okay though.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
Good Morning Wilmington.
I've wrote for pop artists like Robin S. We wrote multiple songs for her. Went on the road with her. She had a platinum album. My God Sisters and Change of Faces, I worked with them. Worked with Boyz II Men, Jodeci. That's just to name a few. Dougie Fresh, we wrote a song, a hook for him.
Nice.
I
can go on for
yeah, I
days
don't want to
and
steal the show, but that,
Right.
yeah.
You start naming the
Right,
big names later.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna be in the credits. We'll be like, and I used to write for it. Nah, that's good job. Now, how about you, my man?
All right, so me, same thing. Lisa approached us, and we had to read the book, obviously, as one of the criteria. But I definitely related to certain chapters, especially being as though there was my own disadvantages that I had to go through in my life. I'm one of the artists responsible for the soundtrack to Being Black, which definitely I related to, especially growing up in, we'll say, a predominantly non-Black area in Pennsylvania. There were some things that I could definitely relate to, and was able to express what I went through on the track. So I definitely think it's one of those things where people that are like maybe discouraged right now, or maybe going through things, especially where a time when mental health is definitely a huge major, ordeal. It's something that's going to assist them with getting them through the times. So I definitely appreciate Lisa with approaching me with that, because I had, number one, I had fun doing it.
Right.
Number two, it was just like, again, that expression and sharing your story so people can grasp on it. Like, I relate to that, so it can help them in their life.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
So and just to be clear, because I know we went right into the music. You are taking this book and turning this book into a film.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Just
that's
want to
our
make sure
goal.
that we hear people are like, so what's the music got to do with the book?
Right.
We're turning it into a film. Okay.
That's our goal.
And so what do you need? So look, this is the community camera, right? That's yours.
Okay.
You tell the community what you need to make this, bring this into fruition.
We've been blessed to find a producer in your hometown. Delaware that's why I keep coming back to Delaware. Y'all have so many talented people. I don't know if you know Miss Yola, who does the crabs.
Yep.
She's going to be on the soundtrack.
Is she nice?
Oh, yeah, she's
nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do, we have Naj, who has a company called Naj Production. She's going to be the producer of the film.
Okay.
And what we need is $25,000 to raise. We have a Kickstarter that is on right now under Empowered by Disadvantages. We only have 9 days left to make our goal. If we don't make our goal, they take everything back. I come from a time where it takes a community to save people. If we could sell 2,000 books, you can go to avaji.com, purchase a book. It'll be autographed by me and sent by me, or you can go to the Kickstarter and donate whatever you want to. And this way we'll be able to not only touch and make this book a movie, which for those who don't like to read, a lot of people do not like to read, and a lot of people don't even like to listen to it. But some people who like film, I think they will be touched more if we do it in a film. And so many people have asked me, because I didn't even think about this.
Right.
I didn't think I was gonna be a film writer.
Right.
So now they want to turn it into a movie. So we need $25,000. Even after 9 days, if y'all believe in what I'm trying to do, you see what the people are saying about the book, please help us, because it takes a village to make a difference.
Right.
And that's what
Yes,
I'm
it
asking
does.
for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And I hope that you achieve that goal, because I can just tell the passion that's put into the book, meeting the three of you so quickly this morning. And I wanted to keep chatting and keep talking and getting to know all of you. But I'm excited to even read the book. I started to look through it when Ivan had it right on the desk.
You should try to
And
take it from me.
sorry. And I started to read a little bit, and I caught that, wow, this is really empowering. We need a book. We need this to be made into a movie.
Especially in this day and age,
Right.
when you have mental health that's going on, and you're discovering that kids that you never thought were going through mental health issues are going through mental health issues. we always counted on something else. Oh, he's this or
Yeah.
she's that.
Especially in the black community.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
They
in
don't
the
pay
black
attention.
community.
They don't want to pay attention in class. They don't want to do this, but they have things that's going on in their home where they have what we like to call disadvantages that can become your advantage through reading and being empowered by this and putting it out there in the movie. So.
Yeah.
But we need to really, listen to our children. The main thing I'm realizing in the communities, in all ages, it doesn't matter, black or white, that when a child says, I'm having trouble or behavior issues, we are so worried about what people think in the community, what our friends think, instead of trying to get that child the help they need. They didn't realize I was dyslexic until I went to college. I had an 8th grade reading level. They just said, oh, she was slow. So we need parents, please, I ask you, please, if you have any idea or think your child has a learning disability, get them tested so they can get the help that they want so they can survive better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yes. No, Lisa, thank you for you being so courageous and being open in writing this book. And gentlemen, thank you for helping support Lisa in this message and hoping that it will happen.
Thank you.
It will. I look forward to watching the movie.
Well, you know, he's going to be there. He's at every movie. He'll be there.
You're going to see me walk by. You're like, is that Big Eye?
No question. No question.
But no, I'm super stoked. And I'm just going to celebrate you now for getting that 30,000 that you need. I know you said 25,
Wow.
but that 30,000 that you need. One thing that I would say, so if there's the state agency that happens to deal with something with mental health that needs someone to help spread the word, especially in the black and brown community, and I know you do, make sure you reach out to Lisa Ward.
Yes.
So you might want to just follow up now that they know that you're going to call.
Thank you. I
All right,
appreciate it.
thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Tell
you.
them again, Lisa. Look at your camera. Tell them where they can get the book.
They can go to either, it's on all book platforms, Barnes & Nobles, actually, it's your Christiana, the hard copy, actually there. But you can go to, if you want an autographed copy from me, go to avodgy.com. That's AVODGY.com, and I'll send it to you personally. And also Kickstarter is Empowered by Disadvantages. Put that in the search engine and you'll be able to make your donation. And also Cash App, you can go to humble.publishing or HD Publishing if you continue to make a donation.
Love it. What's up, everyone? It's your main man, Big Eye, the talk of the town, Mr. DETVCH.com, and I'm here with my wonderful and amazing co-host,
Vincenza.
We just stopped by to tell you to be sure, if you want any information on what's going on in Wilmington and to meet some dynamic people doing some amazing and great things, be sure to watch us live on Good Morning Wilmington on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Oh, Ivan, 10 a.m.
Which he said, 10 a.m.
Listen to me. That's why he has me here. But yes, tune in live, 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington.
DETVCH.com.